Familiar with you lah. Okay, this is still sound in pain lah.
Finals week or my final week. Stay tuned next week. Let's see if I pass my classes or I pass away.
And we will be your MC for Buddies Night 2024.
Your loving on me makes me feel special. No heaven on earth if I can't be with you. Swim in your eyes so I can tell the truth. Ooh, I got so high, oh I can't eat. I got your body all over my mind. I got so high, I'm off my feet. We up in the clouds with the sun in our eyes.
There will be a number, so the number have to match the number that you all got. But first of all, you guys find among yourself the same number.
Mission complete.
Dan juara keseluruhan batch part 2025 bagi Fakulti Perubatan Veterina disandang oleh DVM
first things first, we...
Depressing. Overwhelmed.
Zombie. Sleep deprived.
Fast.
Challenging. Suicidal. Trying.
Busy. Sweating.
Busy. Tiring. Penat. Hectic.
Tiring. Mind numbing.
Busy. Agony.
Interesting.
Exhausting. Sucks. Well adapted.
Insightful.
Centrifuge. Virology.
Virology.
Virology. Peto. Semua.
Epidemiology. Patho.
Viral.
Virology. Pathology.
Virology. Bacteriology and pathology. Virology. Pathology. Pathology. Viral. Meteorology. Virology. Biology. Virology. Pathology.
Bacteriology.
Virology.
Virology. Bacteriology still.
Virology. Non-ruminant. Bacteriology. Semua. Pathology. Bacteriology. Virology. Pathology.
Virology.
Pathology. Bacteriology.
Virology.
Bacteriology.
Virology.
Pathology 1.
Janet? Marty? How are you people?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to IVSA Kelantan Listen Up, the podcast where we bring you real stories, real experiences, and real insights from vet students right here at University Malaysia Kelantan. I'm your host, Savi, and I'm so excited to kick off episode 2 titled Life of a DVM2 Vet Student at UMK. I'm not doing this alone today. Joining me are my awesome PC team. We've got Katong, Raga, and Rylan. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi. Today, we're diving into what it's really like to be a DVM2 student. From intense classes to unforgettable moments, this episode is packed with real talk. And to help us to do that, we've got a special guest with us, Nurul Hazirah Malik, a second-year vet student who's here to share her story. Hazirah, welcome to the podcast. How are you feeling today?
Hello, hi. Since it's midterm break, so I'm feeling good because I got time to relax and just, chill.
Best. That's great to hear. So let's kick things off right away. So Kak Zu, how has your experience in DVM2 differed from your first year, and what new challenges or opportunities have you encountered?
Kazu, okay? Okay, so honestly, comparing DVM1 and DVM2, DVM2 have definitely been more challenging than first year, but I can say also interesting in terms of the subjects, because the subjects feels heavier and require a lot more focus and time, because in order for you to master the subject, you actually have to understand instead of just memorizing it, because when you understand, you can actually use your own words. So that's what I feel like the difference between year 1 and year 2, because year 1 I just memorize things and just during tests and exam I just write it all out what I memorize. But in year 2, when I understand it, I can actually use my own words. So that's the difference I can see between year 1 and year 2. And not to forget, year 2, obviously, I feel like really packed, like time is moving by so fast, like it's one thing after another. But I think I can still tolerate.
That's good, Hazira. And
I'm asking this question. I believe that most of our audience will be curious too. Why do your classmates will call you Kak Zu? Is there a interesting story behind?
Okay. The reason why they call me Kazu, because this right now this is actually my second degree, and I did my first degree in Unimas, taking animal resource science and management, or also called as zoology. So that's why everyone, especially Savi, keeps on calling me Kazu, Kazu, Kazu. And since it's my second degree, obviously I'm a bit older than them, so Kazu. So I think that's how it all started.
That's wonderful. So I'll take the next question. So Hazira or Kazu, what is the difference in academic load or subject complexity that exists between your DVM 1 and DVM 2?
Okay, academic load. Honestly, when I was in DVM 1, I would say like that the subject that I was taking is like so hard when I was in DVM 1. But now I'm in DVM 2, it's the same thing. All the subjects are, I think, way harder because you actually have to make use of the things that you learn in DVM 1. You have to incorporate it inside the subject. So if you don't really understand what's going on in DVM 1, you'll get a tough time to actually understand what's going on in DVM 2. So instead of, in terms of the academic load, I wouldn't say, because I think every year or every sem it's hard. So I don't want to put like macam I don't want to put like DVM 1 is like harder or heavier or DVM 2. I think it just depends on how you bring yourself in that year. So I think for me, if you want to compare DVM 1 and DVM 2, I would say DVM 2 is way harder because, like I said, you have to take what you learn in DVM 1 into DVM 2, and like I said, I just memorize things and I just spit it all out during final exam, and it's just suddenly I have to like remember it again, and I'm like, okay, so I have to open my DVM 1 lecture notes again to actually understand what's going on. So that thing is actually takes me a lot of time to actually understand one subject, something like that. Instead of subject complexity, I think DVM 2 is more complex because you have to use the knowledge, because DVM 1 is actually just basic, like anatomy, like just basic things. You just look at the things. For example, a tree, right? Okay, DVM 1, you just study, okay, tree, they have branch, leaves, and all that. But in DVM 2, you have to like go deeper into that tree, like, okay, the branches, they have this. What are they made of? Something like that. If you compare to something that you can see in your life. So I think that's how I can say.
Since you say like DVM 2 is more complex, and can I ask you, like, out of all the subjects, which one have you found the most interesting or challenging, and how did you deal with it? Like, which subject you like the most, or you very scared about it because it's very hard?
Okay, thank you for the questions. That's a great question. I would say the most subject that I like, okay, surprisingly, I really like parasitology. Because, I put an aim like to myself, like I was like, I want to be, they have like best in parasito, best in anatomy, best in everything, right? So I was like, I want to be best in parasito, but I don't think I made it, but that's how madly in love I am with parasitology. Wow. Okay, so it's because, okay, at first when we start to learn parasitology, right, I was like, what's going on, right? And the fact that learning parasito is actually you have to memorize the scientific names got me really, really interested into that subject. Because I think for me, I love memorizing because I'm the type of person to memorize. I do acronyms that is really fun. And you know, when it's fun for you, you fall in love with it, right? So, Sabi, I can see you smiling. So yeah, so I do fun acronyms. So I think that's why I fall in love with parasitology. I do fun acronyms, and then when I already remember the scientific names, then I relate the names to the disease that they cause, their pathology in once they enter the body and all that. So that's for me the interesting subject in year 2. As for toughest, there's actually a lot, and it's happening right now in SEM 2. I would say pathology, pharmacology, virology, because I think so far, like all of that subject, they're actually related to one another, and you can get confused. Like wait, this subject talks about this, and then suddenly this subject is also talking about this. But then, if you want me to name one subject, it would be pathology, because pathology requires, I think it requires your memorizing skill, like memorizing skill, like what that disease, what it caused, and all that, and understanding. So in order for you to memorize, you have to understand. So when you understand, you can actually use your words. So I think pathology would be the most challenging subject for me, and parasito is the not easiest, but the one that I fall in love with.
Wow, Kak Zu, we can really feel your deep love in this degree. Like how you mentioned, you use the acronyms to memorize all the very challenging words. Do you want to share like which study strategies or some time management techniques that you have developed since in your year 1?
All right. So in terms of study strategies or time management, I would say I'm a full-time procrastinator. I'm the type to do last-minute works because we're here with friends. We just want to have fun and all that, right? So, in terms of time management, what I improve from DVM 1 and DVM 2 is that I'm the type that I write my own notes in colorful pens. I use my iPad. I do my own notes, colorful and like lots of images and all that. All that requires a lot of time, First, I have to understand. Second, I have to do the notes. I also have to think, what color should I use? To make it fun and all that, right? So that all requires a lot of time. And I'm the type that, okay, in 2 days, there'll be this test, test 1 and test 2. Then I'll do my notes. So at that time, there's actually like not enough time for me to do my notes beautifully. So that's back then in DVM 1. But right now in DVM 2, I still do beautiful notes, but not that much, just enough for me to get interested and to actually understand my own notes. That's the difference. And then one more is that in DVM 1, we wrote our own notes. I mean, I wrote my own notes during test 1, test 2. And then for final, I do my own notes again. Instead of reading, I write again. So I feel like that's such a waste of time, So semester 3 or sem 1 year 2, I changed. Instead of writing it again, I just tried to read what I already wrote instead of rewriting it again. So that way, I feel I use my time more, instead of wasting my time rewriting again the thing that I already wrote. I think I use my time correctly if I do it like that. So one more is that I start to do, we have study week. So during that study week, I make my own timetable. But like I said, I'm a procrastinator, and we tried. So I do my own timetable. I set it as my lock screen so that when I open my iPad or my phone, I'm like, oh my god, it's study week. I have to study. I try, but I think it does help some way. And then one more thing is that having a friend that can actually that I can actually work with you with that timetable is also a good thing. That's one of the things that I gained in DVM2 as well. When studying together, at least if I'm not disciplined, that person of mine can like, Hazirah, you're supposed to study this, at this. I was like, oh, okay. You know? Or I can actually remind that person. So I think having a friend, timetable for the study week is actually one of the changes that I did from DVM1 entering DVM2.
Yes.
It's a really nice plan. Like you give me an idea, like we can find a friend to study together and motivate each other.
Yeah.
So now we proceed to the next question. So like what advice would you give to current DVM1 student to help them like get ready or motivate them to continue their journey to the second year at the FPV?
Okay. Advice. Okay, first off, I think entering a new year, progressing to a new year will always scares you off. Like honestly, for me, from DVM2 to DVM3 itself, I'm gonna be scared. Like, oh my god, DVM2 is hard. It's gonna get harder. How can I tolerate and all that? So what I can advise for the DVM1, don't let that scares you. Yes, it can get harder, but okay, it's harder and it get more serious because the subject will be more serious and all that. But you're going to feel like you're becoming a real vet. Because honestly, during DVM1, I was like, why are we studying all this? I mean, we're not gonna use, at that time, I was thinking, like, we're not gonna use all this, studying Krebs cycle and all that. Like, what does that have to do with diagnosing a cat or diagnosing a patient, right? I was like, but now when we get into DVM2, it's now subjects that are closer to being a vet, making you understand, so this disease caused by this, and what can cause this is bacterial, virus, and all that. So it all makes sense. So as of my advice, I would say one thing is to get to know what kind of learner you are. There's no right or wrong way in studying because everyone is different. Like for me, I write my own notes. I mean, interesting and all that. But there are people that they only read lecture notes and they understand. Everyone is different. So what's very important is understand how you work. Like what works best for you. You don't have to follow your friends. Don't have to do that. You work your way. What's best for you. So you just need to figure out what works best for you. That's one. Another thing is to have fun, I think. Because it can be stressful. But you only go through DVM once. Because I don't think someone else gonna go through twice or thrice, right? We don't want to go through that, right? So enjoy every moment. Like don't be too caught up in your study that you just stay in your room, not mingle around. Go out, have fun, spend time with your friends, create memories, because at the end of the day, when you already finish your DVM, when you look back, I don't think you're gonna remember all the assignments, you remember that, but the most important is the memories that you create here. So have fun and understand yourself. I think that's the two advice that I can give.
Okay, so memories, right? You talk about memories. What I want you to tell me about your memories of your DVM1, which you find rewarding, or that difficult moment while you're in DVM1. What can you tell?
During DVM 1 or DVM 2?
DVM 1 and DVM 2 lah, since you're already halfway DVM 2.
Okay. Okay, so for the memorable one, I would say my first semester of DVM 2. It's because there's fewer core subjects during that semester. So I decided to push myself. I decided to set a goal. Okay, since the semester you only have 4 core subjects, so why not try to get Dean's List? You know, like just to get like at least like you have 10 semester, right? At least one semester you get the feel of it. Just that's good enough, you know. So I tried, and thankfully I got the Dean's List. So that's why it's a memorable memories for me. So at that time I thought to myself, like, I actually made it, you know, because I set a goal, so I put myself. So that's why I made it, and because there's only 4 core subjects. So for this semester, I don't put that. I don't set the bar too high, like getting Dean's List. No, I just want my pointer to be good enough, like maybe 3.6 above. Because getting a Dean's List for this semester, I think it's impossible. Not impossible, it's possible, but not for me. So semester 1 DVM 2 is the most memorable because it makes my dreams come true a little bit of my dreams. As for challenging, I would say the semester that I'm currently in right now. Because honestly, I've never felt so, you know, like mentally, physically tired. The week before my mid-semester break, I think those 2 final weeks was like so, everything was flying by so fast. Everything's happening at that moment. You know, it's like one thing after another, and then we're actually preparing for vet sport, vet night. So like everything is happening like cramped up at that moment. I feel like just let me breathe, but I can't breathe. You know, like I'm the type. Okay, I'm the type in DVM 1. I'm the type that I can stay up. I'm the type that I stay up, and then in the morning I go sleep. I'm that type. But you know how tired I am this semester? I can't even stay up because my body feels so tired. So that's the challenging part of my DVM 1 and DVM 2, because I think it's just because everything is going by so fast, and then we have one test after another, and then we have to juggle everything in between. But it's mid-sem break, so I can finally breathe and just relax, and you know, maybe try studying.
Wow, you shared to us a lot of your hectic moments, all the challenges. But however, you managed to get through all this, and all of us would like to take this chance to congratulate you for getting the Dean List, and we are like, good luck on this semester too. I'm sure you can do this.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I have a question for you. Have you taken on any new roles or joined new extracurriculars in your second year? And if you are, how do you manage to manage your responsibilities alongside your increasing academic responsibilities?
Okay, in terms of new roles, there's no big roles that I got myself into. But since everyone knows that during DVM 2 or year 2, we are in charge of handling that night. So that's the new role that I got, which is head of performance. Though the work is not as much as compared to others activities or other high committees, but I still feel like I have to balance it, because one thing handling performance, I have to practiced for the opening, which is not yet, but in the upcoming weeks. So I think that is where I have to, try to manage my time, because even though I'm not gonna study for my test yet, I have to manage my time in terms of assignments, because assignments have their own due dates, and usually we work in team. So I don't want because of me I drag my team members down. We have to hand in the assignment late or anything. So I think in terms of new role, I don't have any new important roles, but it's just that I try to get myself involved in things so that I can help my classmates as well. So yeah.
Can't wait to see your performance during the vet night.
Oh my god.
We'll put our
Don't get your hopes
attention
too
in the
high, though.
performance. Okay, so since you share a lot your DVM too, and has your passion for veterinary medicine got changed or deepened since you already halfway to finish your DVM too, and what keeps you motivated?
Passion. It definitely has grown deeper, but there are times that I'm just gonna sit there and question, what am I doing here? Why am I here? Why don't I just continue being a vet assistant and all that? But then when I study the subjects and I actually understand, that got me really, really interested. Being a vet nurse, because before I continued my study, I was a vet nurse. Being a vet nurse, for example, the doctors give you instructions to give this medicine to the cat, but you never understand why you give that. So now, for each subject, for one of the subjects, I think pharmaco and immuno, I understand why we give that, how that things works, and why the doctor chose these drugs instead of these drugs. So it definitely has grown deeper, and it's not open, it makes more sense to me in regards of my experience as a vet nurse and studying things now.
Interesting. So my next question is going to be, okay, we have few more months for the next semester come upon. So looking into the future, what are you most looking forward in DVM3?
Okay, few more months scares me because honestly, surgery. Honestly, what actually got me wanting to further my studies is actually surgery, because it always fascinates me how the vet can actually locate the organs and then fix the bones and all that. All those surgeries make me really interested. And then at first, I thought I'm the type of person that gets squeamish or shaky to see opened open patients on the table, but actually I'm the one that got close and was like, what's that, it really got me interested. So I think surgery, and one more is suture. I really, really want to learn about suture, because I don't know, it's just so satisfying. There's this one suture that it closed up the surgery incision, but you can't see the suture. I don't remember what the suture is called, but yeah, that's the one that I really want to learn. And I think DVM3 would be harder. But I think that's one of the things that got me interested. No, not interested, passionate. It's gonna get harder, but you have your friends, and then learning new subjects is always interesting. Even though it's hard, it's actually interesting. So I'm interested about that as well.
Wow, Kazu. I mean, me too, actually. Yeah. So, and that wraps up episode 2, Life of a DVM2 vet student at UMK. A huge thank you to Kazu for sharing her journey and giving us a glimpse into what second year vet life is all about. We really appreciate your honesty and insights. And of course, thank you to our incredible listeners for tuning in and supporting IVSA Kelantan Listen Up. Don't forget to subscribe and keep up with us on social media for more student stories, tips, and behind the scenes moments. If there's a topic you'd love us to talk about or a question you want us to answer, comment it down below because we want to hear from you. Until next time, keep chasing your vet dreams, stay curious, and remember, listen up because every vet student has a story to say. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.